R&B singer, former Bad Boy Records artist, and Sean Puff Daddy Combs' ex-girlfriend is suing him for rape, sexual battery, sexual assault, and New York City gender-motivated violence law. The lawsuit was filed in federal district court in Manhattan this Thursday. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, lawsuit alleges that Combs, Puff Daddy, subjected her to a pattern of control and repeated physical abuse over about a decade. She also alleged that repeatedly Combs forced himself upon her, both physically and emotionally, and that Combs used his position of power and influence to pressure and coerce her into sexual assaults. She also claims that Combs threatened to harm her career if she came forward with any allegations or abuse. Here are Cassie's recollection of facts. And some of the details are a little bit troublesome, so if you don't want to hear them, skip. So Cassie has been Puff Daddy's girlfriend for a very long time. She says not long after she met Puff Daddy in 2005, she was barely 19 years old. Puff Daddy began a pattern of control and abuse that included plying her with drugs, beating her, and forcing her to have sex with a series of male prostitutes, while he captures videotapes of the scenes. In 2018, the suit says near the end of the relationship, Puff Daddy forced his way into her home and raped her. Cassie describes Diddy as a violent person. Cassie used to carry Combs' gun in her purse. Cassie also says Diddy was responsible for blowing up the car of a rival suitor. The lawsuit also says Diddy dangled a friend of Cassie over a 17th floor hotel balcony. This started as a sexual assault, but now it's becoming a criminal case. Cassie blames Diddy for her failed career. On that, no kidding. Cassie touches a lot on Diddy repeatedly beating her, drugging her, and controlling her every move. There are more serious allegations. Cassie briefly dated Kid Cudi that made Diddy so jealous he blew up Kid Cudi's car. Cassie describes Diddy's sexual fantasies. Voyeurism is one of them, likes masquerade types of events aimed for people to engage in sexual intercourse afterwards, and Diddy calls those events freak off. Cassie tried to escape several times, but each missed opportunity inflicted more physical pain on her. The day Diddy let Cassie go, he forced himself on her one last time, then sent her off. Cassie then went and married Alex Fine, the personal trainer, in 2019. These details, like we said, are very troublesome. As we read the New York Times article, we ask ourselves, why now? Cassie has an answer for that as well. Cassie says, and we quote, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships." The lawsuit is being filed under the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law that allows victims of sexual abuse to file civil suits after the statute of limitations has expired. The 1 year window to bring cases under this law ends next week, hence the urgency for Cassie to file now. Producer and music mogul Combs has strongly denied the allegations in a statement released through his attorney, Ben Brafman. The statement reads, "Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about the relationship which was unequivocally rejected as a blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Here's our translation of that. Since Cassie left with the personal trainer, by the way, Diddy was paying the personal trainer to help Cassie get in shape. But since Cassie left with that trainer to marry him, Cassie's career flopped. Alex Fine, the personal trainer's career, has not gone anywhere. We are surprised that they were able to survive and maintain their lifestyles all these years. Based on the discoveries of this specific news today, it seems Cassie has been trying to extort Diddy for years. She tried filing at least once before in the past, but the lawsuit she filed did not go anywhere. This time, it seems convenient to try again because people that Puff Daddy was once upon a time connected to are being arrested for crimes or being sued for sexual assault. So the timing is very convenient, and Cassie might get something out of this. It was just a few days ago, music executive Ellie Reed was sued. Even Steven Tyler of Aerosmith was sued for sexual assault. Men in the 90s mistreated a lot of women. What's happening now is women waking up 20 to 30 years later, seeing these men who mistreated them still winning, realizing they could now sue them for some paycheck. Back to Diddy and Cassie. It seems Cassie and Diddy tried to work things out outside of the limelight, but Diddy was not willing to pay Cassie anything above six figures. Keep in mind, Cassie wants nothing below $30 million. She must be struggling financially. Since they both did not reach an agreement, Cassie decided to move forward with a lawsuit. We feel Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, is the one fueling this suit because he really hates Diddy's gut. We don't know why. Beside all the wrong Diddy did to Cassie, there must be another motive for that hatred. We can only imagine how hard it is for Cassie's husband to deal with Cassie's pain every day, day in, day out. He will never meet the innocent side of Cassie. And this is sad. These sexual allegations against Diddy, we have heard them for years now. Is Diddy freaky? Possibly. Do we envision him engaging in overly sexualized activities with multiple people? Possibly. Is he a violent person? Could be. Is he petty or jealous? Possible. Everything in the article that Cassie describes happened to her could very well be the truth. But there's also that side of the story that makes us wonder, what could possibly drive a 19-year-old woman into the arms of such an older guy at the time and trust them to protect you better than your own parents? Money is a hell of a lure. What do you think of this bombshell? Comment below. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. We love you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.